ups and downs. And once you understand that, you come to a place where you're simply going to have to discipline now anything that may look, may smell, or sound like a disappointment. You have to discipline yourself to simply know that, yes, even when I feel like, yes, I have every reason right now to become upset, I'm not going to be distracted by this emotion, because I know that no matter what, as a farmer, I have to go back and do what I'm called to do. I have to go back and farm the land. I have to go back and work the land. On when it comes to manifesting your vision, you're going to be going through some ups and downs, but when they come, when you find yourself at the foot of the mountain, your job is not to become tempted, distracted by the emotion of being at the foot of the mountain, but your job is to simply discipline your disappointment, discipline your setback, and say to yourself, my goodness, I'm not going to be destroyed by this, because I know it's simply part of the cycle. Ups and down, I'm eventually gonna find a way to get back to the top. In this video, I'm going to share with you the one key mindset you need to have when it comes to achieving your goals in 2025, and this is something that you don't want to miss. All right, Dimitri, let's get right into it. When it comes to the key mindset that you need to have in order to manifest your vision in 2025 and achieve all your goals, here it is. It's not going to be about going monk mode for 6 months, for 12. No. That's not what it's going to be. It's not going to be changing your diet drastically and start going to the gym and working up at 5 o'clock in the morning. No, that's not what it's going to be. It's not going to be even trying to sign up with a coach in order to achieve superior coaching as far as your goals and your vision is. No, that's not what I'm going to be talking to you about. It's going to be about something really key. The discipline to coach yourself, or more specifically, the discipline that you need to have when it comes to your disappointment, or your ability to discipline your disappointment. Before I get further into that, let me just put some questions on the table for you. If you go to the farm and you meet a bunch of farmers, they say to you, we try to farm this year. We went into the field, we did the best that we could, but unfortunately the results were not what we were expecting. Therefore, we are here to tell you that we're about to sell the farm. Could you please find some people to buy the farm from us? Don't you think that this is something completely odd as far as farmers are concerned? Indeed, as farmers, they are supposed to be seasoned workers when it comes to the ups and downs of working the land. Just because the land does not yield anything one particular year or one particular season does not mean it should be the reason to actually go and close the farm and sell it and pivot to do something completely different. That's example number one, or question number one. Question number two, if you want to call your buddy who is a salesperson, a salesman or a saleswoman, and they tell you that, yes, you know what, Johnny or Suzy or Althea or Trumamle, I'm considering quitting this job as a salesman, as a saleswoman. And the reason is I've been making all these phone calls, all these cold calls on a daily basis, and nobody's willing to give me the appointment I'm looking for. Therefore, I think it's time for me just to hang my gloves and start looking at another job, because this job is not going anywhere. I'm sure even the sales manager or the VP in that company, they will hear that, will be completely shocked, because that's the name of the game. A salesperson has to go through enough rejections in order for them to go to a qualified person who will be willing to say yes. As a matter of fact, you have to be excited when you're getting all the no's, because they're only telling you one thing. You are closer to the one person who is going to say yes. And once that person shows up, guess what? That may be the beginning of the momentum that you are still looking for. So if that person were to say, I'm considering switching job because this job is too much for me, nobody's willing to say yes to me, you will simply say, that's quite odd. Third question, or third example, if you go to a wealthy part of your city or your town and you want to sit down with a bunch of wealthy people, and all of a sudden one of them simply opens the mouth and says, I'm considering getting all my stocks. And everybody asks the question, why? And the person simply says yes, because these stocks have been going up and down for far too long. I can't take this anymore. I know that everyone believes that these stocks are the winner. But as far as I'm concerned, too many ups and downs. So therefore, I'm going to simply have to exit because I know you guys are making money, but this is too much for me. The rest of the wealthy friends at the table will have the right to simply do a double take and ask themselves the question, is this really happening? Because at the level, the ups and downs, the ebbs and the flow of the market is precisely how they get to make more money. They get to experience the lows so they can actually buy. And when it's high, they don't have a chance to actually sell. They get to experience the market when it's actually up and down, because at the end of the day, eventually what goes down, they know eventually will go up, and that's how they make money. Once you've done your homework, once you've done your due diligence and you've picked the right stock as far as the market is concerned, you don't even bother when it comes to the ups and downs, because you know your work is done and all you have to do is just ride the storm. Eventually, you're going to find yourself at the mountaintop. Again, why did I use these three examples? The farmer, the salesman, and the investor. For only one key reason. Life is made of a precise cycle. Ups and down, ups and down. And once you understand that, you come to a place where you're simply going to have to discipline now anything that may look, may smell, or sound like a disappointment. You have to discipline yourself to simply know that yes, even when I feel like yes, I have every reason right now to become upset, I'm not going to be distracted by this emotion, because I know that no matter what, as a farmer, I have to go back and do what I'm called to do. I have to go back and farm the land. I have to go back and work the land. That's number one. As a salesman, as a saleswoman, you know, my job is to connect with people, to simply find ways to uncover needs and let them know about this superior offer, about this offer they cannot say no to. And that's your job. You may find 9 people are going to say no to you, but eventually you're going to find the 10th person who's going to be so in love with your product and services, will be willing to become the brand evangelist that's going to go out there and bring 10 more people that's simply going to begin, that are simply going to set things in motion and create the momentum that you're so looking for. Same thing when it comes to stock market. You know that yes, once you've done your due diligence, you've done your homework, you've picked the right one, it's just a matter of just leaving things the way they are, and they will simply eventually adjust themselves and correct themselves as it always does. No need to lose sleep over anything, because you know that's exactly how money is to be made. Similarly, when it comes to your goals, when it comes to any journey that you are on, when it comes to manifesting your vision, you're going to be going through some ups and downs. But when they come, when the down comes, when you find yourself at the foot of the mountain, your job is not to become tempted, distracted by the emotion of being at the foot of the mountain, but your job is to simply discipline your disappointment, discipline your setback, and say to yourself, my goodness, I'm not going to be destroyed by this, because I know it's simply part of the cycle. Ups and down, I'm eventually going to find a way to get back to the top where you so belong. And once you do that, my friend, sky is the limit. So in closing, my only message to you is keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up, and everything will simply take care of themselves. Your job, your process of showing up, it will simply take care of you. And as long as basically you have satisfied the 3 basic requirements as far as change is concerned, know that you're gonna be fine. As long as you are in a place where you have experienced discontent with where you were before, you know that you can go back to where you used to be. That discontent with your past situation, as long as you have a clear vision as to where you want to go, and also some immediate goals and action you can take to bring you closer to this goal, you're gonna be fine. And as long as you are in a place where you have the skills necessary to do the work, then my friend, you know what, just do the job, and your job will take care of you. All right, again, manage or discipline your disappointment, and things will simply work out for you. Much love. I'm out.